All right. Welcome in, everybody. Trade deadline special. Going a little bit. Had to get some other things done. How we doing? Let's get some people in here. Hit that like button for me. Much appreciated. What's up, fam? I am sitting on a not the film breakdown. I am sitting on kind of my initial thoughts and reactions to Mark Williams. So you know what? I'll actually answer this. Well, first, do I think Aaron Nesmith is a possibility if we could add him? Dang, the squad is unreal. I don't know. I don't know if Aaron Nesmith is available. I don't know where the Aaron Nesmith stuff is coming from, honestly. Now, I did see some stuff about the Pacers cap situation and them paying them Mathurin or whatever, which I guess there's something to that. But it's brutal. It's not brutal. Excuse me, wrong word. I think it's a long shot. For everybody just now hopping in, welcome in. Super Chat's #1 guaranteed way to make sure you guys get your question answered live on the stream, and it's a great way to support the channel and myself directly. First impressions of Mark: did we get fleeced or did we come out even? So my initial reaction, first off, I think so. It's fun because when I was prepping for like my Hornets episode in my preseason power rankings in the summer, I kind of thought not that he was a great defender, but I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was a little bit of a better defender than he kind of looked on film. I think he has potential, obviously, to get better. And if there's something that can give you guys some optimism, I think that his problems defensively are things that can be addressed and things that can be corrected rather through work and through just being in the film. DeAndre Hunter to the Cavs is gonna be crazy. Did it happen yet? Also, shout out to my brother, man. One of the best coaches in the city. He had a better defensive year last year. If we trade Maxey, we are under the first apron. Depends on what you get back, but I think so. I would shop Rui and AR and see what I can get. I don't think Austin's not getting traded. I'll just come out in front and say that. The Lakers are going to give Austin Reeves and Luka a chance to see how they fit together. And then you reevaluate the Austin trade thing in the summer when I think Austin's also extension eligible this summer. DeAndre Hunter goes to the Cavs. They're scary. Cavs, I think, even though they lost to Boston twice, the Cavs are probably my favorite to come out of the East right now. Probably my favorite to come out of the East. We need to cut like $9 million to be under the first apron to do so. So no, okay, answers that question. It didn't happen yet. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Hold on. All right, we good. Finally, a good trade deadline stream. I appreciate it. I hate the Celtics, but they would murder the Cavs in the playoffs. I don't know. I think Drew Holiday kind of being mid now has kind of changed a little bit of that. I think he's kind of changed a little bit of that. All right, we need one good trade here on the stream. We need one good trade. There's no way that we don't get any trades on the stream. I look like I just woke up. No, I've been up for a few hours. I think I woke up at like 10 Eastern, went to sleep at like 4 Eastern. So, Sean, what do you think about Mark Williams' reputation for lack of effort in defense? I like the trade, but curious what you think. The effort piece, I mean, I've talked to some people that have covered Mark Williams extensively over the past 5 years, dating back to his time at Duke. The effort thing, I don't necessarily agree with. Maybe recently, but you got to understand defense is a lot of effort, and it's kind of hard to be motivated to play on a team that's won like 12 games this season. Yeah, Charlotte's 12-36, and with LaMelo kind of being hurt, like I mean, I'd have a hard time being extra motivated and wanting to go my hardest too if I'm Mark Williams. Defensively, I think there's some struggles there, and I kind of broke that. I'm going to break that down in the video that'll drop a little bit later on after the stream. But like, yeah, the effort stuff I don't really see. Defensively, yeah, some stuff to clean up. Sean, my man, PSI 8. Do you think Austin will revert to his role during his rookie season, sophomore year, more defense shooting than ball handling? That'd be great. I think Austin, when he's really leaning into the defensive end of the floor, I think Austin is solid, about an average defender. He's fine. If he's your worst defender, you feel great. He's just not the worst defender. Kyrie, been a fan since your early days of Lakers Nation. Didn't miss a single post-game show. Well, appreciate you first off for sticking around and following to the new channel. And if you were a fan of the early days of Lakers Nation, those were some dog days. I was terrible at the start. Like I told LN to bring you back, and I got timed out. Yeah. That's what happens when you don't, sign your all-star to a max extension. If you get what I'm trying to say, then you get what I'm trying to say. And I've already talked about why I left. We're not here for that. He saw it on defense. He's just a young big for real. To grow up in LA should be not. Yeah. And the fact that he should be a good player for the next 8 years at least. Showtime DJ. Do I think the Lakers could pull a Maxey trade? I think Maxey Kleber is the guy that is most likely to get traded if they make another move. I think Maxey Kleber is the guy that's most likely to be traded. Maybe that's another reason why I think that's another reason why we've seen a lot of Aaron Nesmith rumors, because Aaron Nesmith and Maxey Kleber, like the contracts perfectly balance each other out. Iodusumu is another guy that I'd be interested in. Big guard, has some scoring capabilities, like his size. I think he's 6'6". The problem is with Io, for an example, is apparently, from what I've heard, the Bulls are going to want a first for him. Not an unprotected first necessarily, but the Bulls are going to want to, at least a protected first for Io. And the Lakers don't have any more first. They have pick swap. Excuse me. They don't have any first that are tradable. They have pick swaps that they can trade though for Io. If what I, going off of what I had heard. I need to just pull up. Is TweetDeck still a thing? I think I need to. I think I just need to pull that up and make sure we don't miss anything at this point. Seen a lot of Bulls fans and their announcers say Io struggles to guard big guards. Okay, I would just have to go look at that personally. Mitchell would have been great as a point of attack defender. Miami got a nice deal. Miami's low-key scary as hell defensively. Bam as your rim protector. Khalil Ware, Andrew Wiggins, Davion Mitchell, Nikola Jovic is a fine defender. They have some size too. I left because I fell asleep and missed the meeting in Vegas. That's funny. Bulls didn't get a first for any of their stars and won a first-round pick for Io, bro. What? Yeah. Chicago normally operates ass backwards, though, so take that with a grain of salt. Do I think the Lakers need more shooters? I mean, if you want to replace Dalton Knecht, sure. I'm not going out of my way to find a specialist necessarily. There could be some use for it, though. Do I think the Pelicans move Zion? They shouldn't. They should move Zion. Trade. All right, that's the quickest thing to get you banned. Do not say trade in the chat. Unless there actually was one. All right, we have a trade. We have our first trade. The Phoenix Suns are trading Jusuf Nurkic to 2026. We'll just pull it up. Nurkic traded to the Charlotte Hornets. No, my bad. I didn't know you were for real. Hold on. All right, cool. We got it up now. Jusuf Nurkic in a 2026 first-round pick to the Charlotte Hornets for Cody Martin, Vasil Micic, I think, and a 2026 second-round pick. Jusuf Nurkic is a bad basketball player. And I think it's evident by the fact that they had to trade a first-round pick. They had to attach a first-round pick to Nurkic just to get off of him. I think that's kind of how bad Nurkic is. This doesn't really move me. Why am I threatening people, dog? My bad. Please never let Ryan from Laker Nation on your show. Ryan's my guy. Ryan's one of the people I honestly probably like the most. Good dude too. Shout out Ryan Ward if you're watching. But yeah, this trade's pretty insignificant. So yeah, as a matter of fact, we'll get a live tweet in. All right, cool. But yeah, Nurkic is he's a horrendous basketball player. Horrendous basketball player. So, all right, that's the first trade. First trade of the stream. Yeah. Let's get a Lakers. Let's get the DeAndre Hunter deal. Let's get a Lakers deal in here somewhere. How the hell does Phoenix have first round picks? I think it's because of all the picks they traded for. I think that is probably what it is. What guard do I want to see the Lakers trade for? Ayo Dosunmu is probably one of the top guys I'm looking for. Aaron Nesmith, although I kind of classify Aaron Nesmith as he's just a max replacement. He's kind of a 2-3, kind of a tweener in the same way Max was. Those are the top two guys. If you're going big, then like a Duron Sharp still makes a lot of sense. You can get to that dollar amount pretty easily. Keon Ellis, I don't see why the Kings want to trade Keon Ellis, though. He's easily their best defender. I mean, okay, you got Levine and stuff now. Maybe their like guard rotation's a little bit bloated, but like, hold on, let me see like their last game. Damn, the Magic blitzed them. Damn. Magic have not been good either since Paulo and Franz came back. Yeah, Keon Ellis still played 26 minutes. If Keon Ellis was kind of buried into the rotation, then I would kind of agree with you. But I mean, it was a blowout, yeah, but like Keon Ellis still played a lot. It was a blowout, but I mean, if you could get Keon Ellis, then absolutely. Did they have Levine another trade, or is that just the Nurkic trade like thing still in the chat? Yeah. Wendy just said the Lakers aren't done. All right, let's go back to Twitter. I did try to ask, haven't heard back yet on the deadline's at 3:00 Eastern. So you're about an hour and a half out from the deadline. I did try to ask and see what the market kind of looks like for the Lakers right now. Haven't heard back yet. So if there's anything, I'll try to keep posted. They need to free LaMelo. Free LaMelo, man. Such a bad spot. So Wendy says, I will say the Lakers are probably not done. I don't know if they'll be able to execute a trade. They have Maxi Kleber, who they just acquired. He's available. They have a second round pick that's available. They do have 2 first round pick swaps that could be used as well. Like I already mentioned. But yeah, we'll see what they do. Kevin Durant still potentially going to get traded. Teams per Shams are still aggressively making calls. If Dallas lands KD, all right, let me play with that. What does a Dallas KD trade look like? Reeves, Rui, Gabe, Maxey for KD. That's disgusting. I don't think you could do that, actually. You would need a third team, obviously. Oh, yeah, and Maxey can only be aggregated. Or it cannot be aggregated, excuse me. Let me see. Phoenix, Dallas. You probably need a third team. So, like, let's do Charlotte. I think Charlotte has the cap. No Diddy. All right, chat. PJ Gafford plus Clay. Is that it? Yeah, Katie's not even making, like, superstar wise. It's not that hard to get there. Hold on, let me see. PJ Gafford. I don't know. I don't think they trade both. Maybe you trade Gafford. I don't think you trade PJ and Gafford though. Dwight Powell even, and then you just you send a first to Charlotte or something along those lines, and then you do Phoenix send a first. I'm just trying to see money wise we get this deal to work. My Dallas needs to send out more salaries. So yeah, it might actually have to be PJ. It would be funny for Dallas to go, yeah, we're in the business of competing for championships, and then they immediately go and trade all their good defensive pieces. That would be hilarious. All right, and then we'll send out somebody from Charlotte. But for an example, there is a trade out there that works. Salary wise, there is a 3-team trade out there that does work. Why would Phoenix do that though? I mean, I don't know necessarily. I'm more so just talking about possibilities because again, the rumor is that teams are still aggressively trying to get KD, and that's one of the spots. Dallas being one of the spots that's been talked about a lot. I'm back invested in this team. Is 2K worth the cap? Oh, is 2K worth the comp? Oh, is 2K worth the comp? 2K, it's all right. I think 2K at this point it just is what it is. I usually play at this point just to play online, honestly. That's really what I use it for at this point. All right, let's see. Let's see where we at. Let's get a like spike. Where are we at on the YouTube channel? We're almost at 1,000 live viewers. We're on great pace so far. Do me a big favor, hit that like button. Let's get some more people in here. Let's see if we can hit 300 likes on the stream. Much appreciated. I was more upset about Max than AD. Low key, yeah. Low key, because Max is the perfect guy to pair next to Luka. Now, I mean, I don't regret it necessarily because now you have your big, but is what it is. Don't trade Rui. I don't know. I think Rui is gonna come to what's available. I don't think they are gonna trade Rui, more than likely, but it would be interesting. I've been praising Max since day one, like he was. My bad. I was praising Max since day one, like he was like your child. I feel like I was one of the few people that had a first round grade on Max Christie. I had a first round grade on Max Christie back in that 2022 draft class. And from what I had heard of Max, the expectation for Max the expectation for Max when around that time frame, the expectation for Max was when if he had went back to Michigan State, he would have left and been like a lottery pick. Or a guy, or around the lottery, for like a top 20 pick, essentially. He would have been around Jalen Hood-Schifino range. We'll just call it that, if not higher. So I had a first round grade on Max. And obviously you got rid of him. Which I understand you had to do. Computer is on fire. Chad, is it time for me to go PC route, or am I cooked? Or am I cooked? All right, let's help ourselves out a bit here. What are my current expectations for this season? I'm expecting the Lakers to be in the finals. Their half-court defense still like concerns me, but at the same time, I don't know how you guard them. Because somebody said in my mentions the other day, all you have to do is just switch a Luka pick and roll action, and that's probably the dumbest thing you can do. Switching any like Luka pick and roll action is one of the worst things you could do. And then obviously, like, Braun or anything along those lines, like you're cooked. You add another POA without trading Gabe or just adding depth to your current POA options, then we can maybe talk about that. I think their ceiling is obviously a finals, though, because you have Luka, Doncic, and LeBron. Is defensive rating a good metric for defenders? No. Individual defensive rating is one of the worst stats in the sport. Only thing worse than individual defensive rating is like low key PR. PR as a stat is terrible. Yeah, you can't switch against the Lakers. And then the Lakers have been, obviously my guy Christie, he's been talking about it a lot. The Lakers' woes in scoring against drop coverage. Luka is a drop coverage beater by himself. And you like add the scheme stuff too. Like the Lakers are going to be insanely tough to guard. And honestly, your best bet is kind of just hoping that they miss shots. That's honestly your best bet if you're playing the Lakers. It's all right, please miss shots. All right, let's get that off. We got a couple other super chats. J1, can we get a upgrade POA defender over Gabe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that will look like. And I don't know if you can get an upgrade over Gabe, that'd be great. But I kind of want to see if you can get an upgrade at that spot while also keeping Gabe. I think your depth is kind of cooked from a POA standpoint if you trade Gabe. Candace was crashing out when we got Luka in a good way or in a bad way. Offloading Kleba for a Koji would work. Isn't a Koji like hurt? I'm like genuinely asking. Isn't he hurt? DiVincenzo, okay. Please, Gabe for Jaden Hardy. That's an interesting name. That does nothing for you. But we'll see. All right, 90, a little less than 90 minutes. A little less than 90 minutes away from the deadline. At 3:00. We're going to be live here up until 3:00. How the hell do I have 1K in the chat? I better think. What am I thanking Trevor for? Let me stop responding to dumbasses. Let me stop doing that. because that literally makes no sense. Sean traded to the Lakers. Hey, I will gladly take a video. Gary Trent, or is that a name that you want, or I'm not hey, what's up, Mike? I'm not disrespecting Trevor, but like, bro wanted me to thank him for having a chat right now. Like, that's what, like, having a live stream. I'm not disrespecting Trev. Trev's the homie. His birthday's tomorrow, actually. Hitting him up for his birthday, obviously. But that comment in general is just kind of stupid. All right, let's focus back on the chat. How do you feel about Kleba and a second to Detroit for KJ Martin? Pretty insignificant to me, I think. Couldn't hurt necessarily. Peter, Sean, what's going to happen to Koloko and Jamison now? I don't know. I think Koloko can, probably stick around on that two-way. I think he's on a two-way. Jamison, I actually don't know. I don't know what their plan is for that other two-way spot. Can we get KCP without giving up rotational players? No. Just math-wise, you won't be able to do it. Like, if I look at the trade machine really fast, LA and Orlando. KCP, I think we're on the same, like, wavelength. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do it. KCP makes $22 million. It's basically impossible. Basically impossible. All right. Guys, I've already talked about that. I was just responding to an idiot in the chat. That's all. Don't look too much into what I was saying there. Just responding to an idiot in the chat. That's all. Let's see. Rui and Kleba for DeAndre Hunter. Rui and Kleba for you can't aggregate Kleba. You can't aggregate Kleba. So that automatically. We have another trade. Trade happened. All right. Let's see what we're working with. Choms. There it is. There it is. That's it. That moves me. That feels like a steal. I'm not gonna lie. Karis LeVert's nice, but no Max. That moves me. DeAndre Hunter to Cleveland for Karis LeVert, Jordan Niang, 3 second-round picks and 2 swaps. That moves me for Cleveland. That's a great trade for Cleveland. I really, really, really like that deal because I kind of thought that they were going to trade Strus, but they just traded LeVert, Niang, who I didn't view as a big rotation piece. 3 seconds and 2 swaps. The swaps are insignificant, in my opinion. That's a really, really good deal. That's a really, really good deal for Cleveland. I have no clue what Atlanta's doing right now. I have no clue what Atlanta's doing. And the reason why I say that is, like, if you look at Atlanta's roster, like, a month ago, I kind of bought into the vision of Atlanta. We're just going to give Trey the ball 100 times a game. We're going to run pick and roll every trip down. We have a cheat code in Trey, and then we also are going to space the floor with all these different shooters and different weapons that we just throw at you in Dyson, in DeAndre Hunter, in I can't think, in Jalen Johnson, et cetera, right? Zachary Arisa-Shea. Now you trade Hunter. I don't know what Jalen Johnson's hurt and done for the year. Like, are you not trying to make the playoffs? Karis LeVert's nice, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan in that deal for Atlanta. Like, that's a fleece. Bro, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, DeAndre Hunter, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. Damn, that's the best team in the East. Then off the bench, it's still Ty Jerome, it's still Sam Merrill, it's still Max Strus, it's still Dean Wade. This is the best team in the Eastern Conference. That's the best team in the East. Update they added Niang to the team, to the trade. Yeah. Cleveland is littered with exciting whites. So wild statement to say. I would rather see Boston than the Cavs. I don't know. That's tough. I don't know. They're if you make it to the finals at that point, it doesn't even matter. They're trading Trae Young. We have 2 trades now on the stream in this deadline special. Guys, really quickly, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Go check out my other channel, Sports Headline Show. I just dropped a tier maker on that channel the other day, ranking the best point guards in the league. This was after the Luka trade. Go check that out for me. Gonna be dropping some more good content there. Doing a SGA film breakdown here in the coming days. So let me just drop the link in the chat. Do me a big favor, guys. If you haven't already, go subscribe. Go subscribe over there for me. I'll pin it in the chat too. Gonna get a guest on and do a trade deadline, like winners and losers in some capacity as well. So go subscribe to the other channel for me. And then also do me a favor, hit that like button. We're already almost at 300 likes. Let's see if we can bump up the like goal to 400 likes. Miss you. Didn't know you did your own show, but we'll start listening. Much appreciated, Robert. Glad to bring you in. Interested to see where Cam Johnson lands. Yeah, I don't know what the Nets are doing now, honestly. Like, if you're at Brooklyn, why have you not traded DeAndre Hunter yet? Why have you not traded DeAndre Hunter yet? Hold on, my bad. Yeah, why? I mean, sorry, why have you not traded? Why have you not traded Cam Johnson yet? That's what I meant to say. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. So is, oh man, I have Celtics fans in their feelings in my mentions. I have Celtics fans in their feelings because I said that's the best team in the playoffs. Cleveland plus a second for Marcus Smart. No, that does not work. Marcus Smart makes like $20 million. Ramona Shelburne says the situation in the Suns locker room is toxic right now. That shoot around yesterday she heard was very awkward. Very awkward. Biggest trade deadline ever? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Chat, is this one bigger than the is this a bigger deadline than the KD deadline like 2 years ago? This one or that one? This one probably has more stuff going on, but that KD deadline, if you were around, was insane. That KD deadline was pretty crazy. Luka alone, yeah. Luka by itself probably has that one beat. Luka by himself maybe has that one beat. This one's way bigger. Let's see where we are on our like goal. 280 already. Guys, again, much appreciated. Let's see. Where are we on super chats? Did I answer all of them? No, I did not. I'm not. All right, I'm not answering this one, my guy. Showtime. I've already talked about this on my other channel, Sports Online Show, in a 30-minute, might not even be 30 minutes in a video. I already broke this one down. So appreciate the super chat though. Do I think the Lakers have enough to deal with AD? Probably not, but I think the Lakers would be fine. Do I think Nikola Vucevic will fit now with Mark Williams? I beat no thanks. I'm good. I'm good on Vucevic. I'm good. Appreciate the super chat here. Here's my personal opinion. Can we get Dyson Daniels? That'd be great. I don't think so though. And here's my opinion. I didn't know if you had a comment or a question attached to that. Don't have to send a super chat. Just pop up your question in the chat. But yeah, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, is he actually available, or is the logic that they can't pay him or something along those lines? Pelicans keeping Zion and CJ McCollum. I think that's the right way to go. Maybe not CJ, but I think keeping Zion is the right way to go. I think that's the right way to go. This is a pretty bad free agency class last time I checked. Notable potential buyouts. Torrey Craig is probably the most interesting guy. Dennis, you can't do because he makes more than a non-taxpayer mid-level. So you can't do Dennis. Thoughts on Bruce Brown in LA? You won't be able to buy him out because of, again, how much he actually makes and where the Lakers are at, apron wise. Yeah. Suns might not make the playoffs, getting blown on by 50. Granted, nobody else played. Literally nobody played in that game, actually. What's up, bro? Welcome in. Why is Goodwin still at South Bay? I don't know. That's a good question. I haven't watched a lot of Jordan Goodwin this season, but we shall see. Okay. Seeing buyout candidates. Oh, that's right. Torrey Craig got waived. So you should be good regardless because he got waived. Lakers will finish the 3 seed. Well, if you look at the standings right now, the Lakers are 3 games back at 3. Maybe it's 2. It's either 2 or 3 games back at the 3rd seed, and they play Houston 2 more times. They're 2 games back of the 3 seed, and they play Houston 2 more times, and they're 4.5 back of the 2 seed, and I want to say they play Memphis 2 more times too. I'm not going to say the entire statement, but yeah, PJ Tucker is definitely getting passed around. He's definitely getting passed around. Would I rather have Mark Williams or Jalen Duren? Mark Williams. I think Jalen Duren is as concerning as Mark Williams' defense potentially is. Jalen Duren is actually a worse defender than Mark Williams. Jalen Duren is I almost want to say comfortably. I don't want to disrespect Jalen Duren that much, but Mark Williams is a better defender. What's the hype around Duron Sharp? To serviceable backup, I think is a upgrade over. I think he's an upgrade over the over Jack Stace. Although Jack Stace is playing well, got to give Jack Stace some credit. He's played well the past couple of games. So there's got to be a 3rd team involved. I'm not sure how credible this is, but there is a report flying around that there's going to be a 3rd team involved to take Atlanta out of the tax. So we'll have to keep an eye on this. Do I have my own channel? Yes, I do. It's leaked up in the comments. That is my own personal NBA channel covering the entire NFL stuff too. My guy, he's doing some NFL draft content there. What about Bogey? I'm good. I'm good on Bogey. And to get to Bogey because of his salary, you're gonna have to attach some assets to him. If he's a better rebounder than Jax, I think he's a better rebounder than Jax. Like he grades out well. So now I'm getting tagged in the Jalen Duren thing again. Again, I think that Mark Williams is a better player than Jalen Duren. Kleba is 6'10 and 240. Is he a 10-minute plus center for this team? Yeah, if he's healthy. Like I think the idea is Kleba would be able to be back for like the playoffs potentially. But who knows about rust or whatever. And by all means, if you don't trade Kleba, I think you're fine. And he's good big depth. And now you bigs on the roster. So, I mean, I like Kleba. It's funny. I've been begging for Maxi Kleba a solid 3 years. And you got him as a throw-in in the Luka deal. You got thrown in the Luka deal. J1 asks, am I concerned about the POA defender rule for LA or nah? Kind of. That's why I would like to see them get some reassurance and just give Gabe another guy so that your POA is not only Gabe. Bando can clamp. Yeah, but kind of how they're using Bando. Like if I go to B-Ball Index, I bet you that B-Ball Index does not have Bando's role as a POA guy. They're gonna have his role as a helper or something like that. Because from my watch, Bando has not been a POA guy this year. Even like last year, he wasn't necessarily a POA guy. If I remember correctly, he would have been used more as a wing stopper last season. Yeah, he's being used as a helper this season. Last year, he was used as a wing stopper. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, even if you go back, let's go back one more year. Go back one more year to his first year in LA. Then, yeah, he's been used as a wing stopper for his entire tenure in LA until this season. I don't see your channel pin it. I thought I pinned it. Did I not? I did. I thought I did. Anytime my phone buzzes, I have to check and not get PTSD. Here, I'll drop the link in the chat again. There you go, guys. See if pin works this time. Replace pin message. What's good, Fern? What's good, bro? Is Gary Harris still fit for us? Low risk fit. Sure. Would it hurt? Little over an hour left. See if we get any chaos here to close out deadline day. Don't you remember Trevor and Sean going nuts when Kleba was defending Cat? In a good way or in a bad way? Because I don't recall. So I'm like genuinely asking. Can we get away with DFS as a point of attack defender? The problem with that is I would trust Vando more in a POA role because point of attack typically describes the fact that you're guarding like primary guard ball handlers. Most of the time you're talking about guarding primary guard defenders, guard players, and I, for the most part, don't really trust. DFS in that role. I trust DFS on the bigger guards. Ironically, I would have trusted DFS a lot on Luka actually, but like bigger guards, but mostly wings for the most part. Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate all the super chats so far. I don't know what that comment was. Sean, remember you had a channel on Twitch breaking out plays and stuff. You think you would do that stuff for just? Do I think I would do that for just Lakers stuff on this channel or future streams? I mean, I'll do film breakdowns on the channel. Yeah. I'm not sure how frequent as of right now. I'm not sure, how frequent right now, how what that looks like, especially for the, for me with our high school season. But, when the season's over and I take like a week off, not a week off from the channel necessarily, but like just a week off from, certain thing. Oh man, no way the Lakers are wearing their city editions tonight. Anyway, yeah, I don't know how much we would do stuff like that, but we'll do film breakdowns and some other things here. This is why we need a defender like Dyson Daniels. Interested in Ben Shepherd? Ben Shepherd's an all right player. I'm not in high school. I coach a high school team. Had to clarify. Oh, in a series against OKC, who guards who? So OKC starting lineup, if healthy, is Shea, Kaysen, Lou Dort, J-Dub, and Chet. So I'm starting Dorian Finney-Smith. For the love of God, please do not start Rui Hachimura. Please go to DFS. With the starting group, I'm going DFS on Shea. Mark Williams on Chet, obviously. Mark Williams on Chet. Then it's Bron, Reeves, and that's actually pretty easy, actually. I'm going Reeves on J-Dub to start, although you have to be ready for Bron to potentially take that matchup. Reeves on J-Dub, and then I'm going Bron on Lou Dort, Luka on Case and Wallace. I think that's a pretty easy decision, actually. And then when you go to the bench group, it's Vando. Vando gets the Shea matchup. I don't like DFS on SGA. That's your best option in the starting five. Definitely a better option over like Rui, for an example, or Austin. You don't like DFS in that situation? I don't think you're going to have an ideal situation. Austin would get cooked by J-Dub. Not going to lie, I disagree. I think J-Dub is great at attacking off the catch and playing off ball. Don't think he's a great creator. I think we've kind of seen that. Let's see. Gotta get another trade in here. We're 2 for 2. 2 for 2 for trade so far. I'm a little surprised we haven't seen the Pistons do anything yet. Like the Pistons would, do something in this scenario. Just makes sense, I think, for Houston to make some semblance of a trade. 1 hour remaining until the end of the deadline. 1 hour left, guys. One hour left. Let's see where we're at on the stream. Still at around 1,000 live viewers. Much appreciated. 342 likes on the stream. Let's keep that going. See if we get 500 likes. Let me check on something really, really quickly. Check in on something. Fire off still your question in the comments. All right. Fire off your questions, comments that are like currently related and not rehashing old stuff. Still had that comment up. Does Rob have one more in him? I don't know. I think Rob is going to be really, really aggressive here in the final hour of the deadline. I think he's going to be really, really aggressive in the final hour of the deadline. Is the team stacked? Our team is stacked, but would help to still find a replacement for Max Christie as a POA defender. Yeah. Why has the Scorpios guy appeared on your show? No reason necessarily. Scorpio's my guy. I literally just talked to this guy, actually. Do I still take burgers over tacos? Absolutely still taking burgers over tacos. Absolutely. What do I think of Haywood Highsmith? That's another guy that they have that they could throw around and go to. Honestly, a little. Yeah, I wonder what they do with Haywood Highsmith. Chaos, no, they did not. No, they did not. Dante would fit cleaner than Austin. Austin Reeves is getting traded, guys. Let's just like get in front of that now. Austin Reeves is not getting traded. DiVincenzo. Any potential buyout candidates that I like? I don't know if you consider. I don't know if you consider Torrey Craig a buyout guy, considering he already got waived, but that's an interesting name that I would kind of like if he is truly available. Let's see. I think Luka's motivated and LeBron's rejuvenated. Oh yeah, we got Austin as a third option. Let's go. Yeah, I think Luka's pissed. I think Luka's pissed. Are we sure that they make the playoffs? That Dallas makes the playoffs? They are in the play-in right now. They are in the play-in. They are in the play-in. Let me see something right quick. Is Shake a good defender? Shake Milton is not a good NBA player, guys. I think we've seen enough from Shake Milton now at this point to say Shake is not a good player. Lakers ain't done. What do I think about just giving the last spot to Coloco? That feels a little desperate, but I mean, if you have to, I suppose. All right, let's see. Josh Richardson. Is Josh Richardson on the buyout market? Chris Haynes says that Trae Young really wants to win and that the Spurs had him on their radar before trading for De'Aaron Fox. What do you guys think about that? Would you guys rather, if you're San Antonio, gone De'Aaron Fox or Trae Young? I mean, if that's real. I mean, it is Chris Haynes. So I suppose we can see about that. Trae Young. I think Trae's the better player. There's a potential argument for it being De'Aaron Fox. Even though I do think Trae's the better player. Apparently Anthony Irwin says with the Cavs deal being facilitated, the Lakers should try to get Okoro. I forgot about Isaac Okoro. That's another like low-key solid piece. That's another solid piece for Cleveland. Malik Beasley buyout? Do the Pistons not really want Malik Beasley? I think Beasley's been fine. Who's better downhill threat, Trey or Fox? Oh, in that case, it's De'Aaron Fox. Simply because of his rim finishing. Like Trey will get there, but Trey is not a good finisher whatsoever. Let's see. We're approaching an hour on the stream, guys. Let's get some more people here. Let me retweet this out one more time. Get the crowd hyped, if you will. Fire off your questions that you guys have still. Isn't Davion Mitchell a good perimeter defender? Davion Mitchell is a really good perimeter defender that the offense side of the floor just hasn't really like shaped out yet. The Suns are done making trades. That team sucks. That team is not good. And now you combine that with the reports that like it's a toxic environment. Wow. The Suns will trade Kevin Durant unless they get a combination of assets and younger players back. I would expect that gets revisited over the summer. Yeah, like that team just isn't good. I'm out. I'm out on Phoenix, especially with all the news and rumors about it being a toxic environment in Phoenix right now. I'm out. Hypothetical, Sean, would you rather have kept AD and get a guaranteed ring this season and miss on Luka, or get Luka on a guaranteed contract for the next 5? That's tough because it's hard to pass up on that guaranteed ring. But at the same time, man, you have 5. You have a guarantee. You lock up Luka. I think you can win multiple. Like you can win 2 if you build this thing the right way. I mean, it's hard to pass up the guaranteed ring, but I think I don't know. Let me know. What do you guys think? I take the ring. Yeah, it's a guaranteed ring. That's kind of the only. That's what's throwing me off. That's throwing me off. Never pass up. Yeah, you know, it's too hard to pass up a guaranteed ring. Almost. You're approaching 45 minutes. Still nothing. League still, a little quiet. Hold on. All right, yeah, still nothing. So I think a couple of teams that's a little surprising that they haven't done anything so far. Detroit, I think that Minnesota, I was kind of expecting Minnesota to do something. The Thunder, I thought, they would be the perfect Cam Johnson spot. There's still a few teams I'm a little surprised by them not doing anything. Memphis has so many guys though, to where Memphis can talk themselves into, if that makes sense, not doing anything and just staying pat. There's so many players they have in Memphis that could just contribute. Similarly to Houston, I also kind of didn't want Houston to make a move, actually. I thought Houston was in a similar spot where it was, dog, just wait. Like, just wait. I don't trust KD and Kyrie as leaders. Who's the leader in Dallas? AD. AD's there. I think Kyrie's grown up. If we're going down that direction, I think Kyrie's grown up. I'm scared to log off. I'm scared to log off and think that they make a trade and have to hop right back on. Lakers champs. It's definitely possible. I think that's their ceiling. I think that's their ceiling is a title. Sure isn't over yet. They have a former coach as a player in Dallas. Kid is the leader now. Yeah, like I'm not questioning Dallas's leadership necessarily. I think Dallas is perfectly fine leadership wise, in air quotes. League sources. All right, never mind. We are just like scrolling on the timeline, trying to see if there's anything. No. All right. Let's see where we're at. Who are some defensive-minded twos so we could trade Kleba and draft capital for? I think the number one name that a lot of Laker fans have been kind of attaching to recently is Aaron Nesmith. And Aaron Nesmith does make some sense. Only problem is with Aaron Nesmith is I again, like I've said, I just don't know how available he actually is. I don't know if like Aaron Nesmith is actually on the table. Like if we try to do this and pull this off. You call up Indiana, Aaron Nesmith, $11 million. Maxi Kleba, $11 million. You don't need any outside interference. You get to just do this deal straight up. And if you need to attach like a swap or something along those lines, then sure, that can get the deal done. But Maxi Kleba for Aaron Nesmith straight up works. That does straight up work. Nickeil Alexander-Walker really fast. I have no clue why Minnesota will want to help LA personally. Kleba plus 25 second plus 26 swap plus 28 swap for Nesmith. 2 swaps. I mean, I guess that's the price. Based off DeAndre Hunter, I guess that's the price. How much is Nickeil Alexander-Walker's making $4 million. You need a third team. You would need a third team to get Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Because they are over the first apron. I mean, can you get something done with Charlotte again, maybe? Where it's you're sending like a Maxi to Minnesota. Or what do you Maxi Minnesota, Nickeil Alexander-Walker to LA, and then Charlotte. I mean, Minnesota is also dumping salary. And sends I don't know. That doesn't make too much sense personally. Can you get Aaron Nesmith for 2 swaps? I think you should be able to get Aaron Nesmith for 2 swaps. And even then, like that's kind of a lot. Are the Sixers doing anything? I don't know. I would have expected them to try to get something done. Warriors trying to get Vucevic, are they? Hardest matchup for the Lakers in the West and in the East. I still think it's Denver out west. I still think it's Denver in the West. And then in the East, low-key Cleveland. And Cleveland's would just be because of the too big look that they have. But that's the first team that kind of comes to my mind would be Cleveland. And because of your lack of point of attack defenders for Donovan Mitchell and for Darius Garland. So I would actually say Cleveland. Because with Boston, at the very least, you have enough wing guys that you could throw at Tatum and Jalen Brown. Mark Williams kind of scares me with Kristaps, but you have enough guys, I think, in a hypothetical matchup with with the Celtics. Aaron Nesmith this season, again, kind of just talking. Darius Garland for Isa, especially Max now. So Aaron Nesmith has some good versatility defensively. 17% of the time he's guarding point guards, 24% of the time he's guarding two guards, 26% of the time he's guarding threes, 23% of the time he's guarding fours. So he has really, really good versatility in terms of being able to guard multiple positions. A- defensive positional versatility, A- matchup difficulty. He does foul a little bit, 4.7 fouls per 75 possessions. You're not 40 minutes. Yep, 40 minutes until the deadline's over with. A+ off-ball chaser defense, A- ball screen navigation, A- perimeter isolation defense. So that is something that you really, really appreciate. And yeah, I like that at the very least. Good screener, B screen grade. If you go back, let's go back to last season for Aaron Nesmith. Last year for Aaron Nesmith, I thought it was 4 p.m. too. Apparently it's 3 p.m. Trade? Clippers trade? There's Bogey. The Clippers are trading Terrence Mann and Bones Highland to the Atlanta Hawks for Bogdan Bogdanovic and 3 second-round picks. They got 3 second-round picks back too? Dang. Huh. That's an interesting trade. I don't know if they got better or not. Like Bowie, to my understanding, is having a down year. I'm not even gonna quote tweet that because I honestly don't know how I feel about that deal. I need to sit on that for a second. Pause. Again, what is Atlanta doing? I don't know what Atlanta's method is here. Rob Pelinka is able to pull off Aaron Nesmith. I will do insane things. Last season, Aaron Nesmith's matchup difficulty was an A+. B defensive positional versatility. The foul stuff was a little bit better last season. 15% of the time guarding ones, 19% of the time guarding twos, 30% of the time guarding threes, 25% of the time guarding fours. So again, really, really versatile defensive player. Good weak side rim protector. Had an A rim protection grade per B-ball index. Last season, screen navigation grades a little bit worse compared to this season. But yeah. That's your guy. You're able to get Aaron Nesmith, then sheesh, man. I'm curious what the reaction is going to be in the chat if there's a trade for the Lakers. Like we've had a few different trades now for different teams. Have the Clippers trade, have the Cavs trade. You had the Yusuf Nurkic trade. I'm curious how the chat's going to react if there is an actual Lakers trade here live on the stream. Or just a shocking trade in general. We haven't gotten a major shock in terms of trades so far. A lot of these trades so far today, or since the stream has started, have been pretty like, all right. But yeah, we'll compare. I'll pull it up. We will compare some of the like Aaron Nesmith compared to some other guys here. Where's matchup difficulty? I can't find it. Matchup difficulty, screen navigation, chaser, ISO defense. We are looking for passing lane defense. And then honestly, like how good of a 3-point shooter are you? Everything else like does not matter. 3-point shooting talent. All right. Last 2 seasons, must have played 751 minutes. And we are looking for starter, key rotation players, and rotation players. And we're looking for on-ball defenders. We're looking for on-ball defenders here. Would I start Nesmith, DFS, or Williams? Well, Mark Williams is starting, if that's what we're asking. Who would I start like next to the starters? Like who would be the 5th starter? Maybe it's matchup dependent. I could see a lot of matchups where you do decide to start Aaron Nesmith, though. All right, so the best individual season. Why is Anthony Edwards listed as a starter? Okay, this does absolutely nothing for me. So we are looking for basically 3-and-D guys. I don't know why Anthony Edwards popped up in the query or whatever. Keegan, OG, Kaysen this year. OG's having a good year. Caruso, and wait, last thing. All right, cool. Let's go season grade. All right, now we're good to go. No Isaac here. Best offensive seasons, Lauri Markkanen, but that's because Lauri's listed as an off-screen shooter. Quentin Grimes having a decent year. Best defensive years. All right, this is what we want. Best overall defensive seasons. Alex Caruso last season, Dean Wade last season. Kaysen Wallace is a really, really, really good player. All right. Check my phone one more time. Kaysen Wallace is a really, really good player. Jay McDaniels, obviously. Dyson Daniels, back-to-back seasons. Keon Ellis. Defensive positional versatility. Dorian Finney-Smith. Curious to see when, if we start to see he's not going to be that high. Ball screen navigation, Kaysen, Okoro. Dang, I have not seen Aaron Nesmith's name yet. Here, let's search. Search Aaron Nesmith. So Aaron Nesmith, comparatively speaking, did he not play enough minutes last season? Or was he yet listed as this year? Hold on. Is he listed as a chaser? Is Aaron Nesmith a chaser this season? No, he's not. Has he not played enough? 30 minutes left. Dog, I cannot find Aaron Nesmith for this season. It's not garbage time. Huh. All right, hold on. Maybe it's offensive role, and that's why I couldn't find him. No, still can't find him. What the hell? He's not as a helper. Yeah, at this point, I'm just starting to think that it's because he hasn't played a lot. Like, that's what it's got to be at this point. Because why have I not found Aaron Nesmith yet? For this season. I just want to look at Aaron Nesmith's numbers for this year. There we go. Okay, yeah, he hasn't played a lot. I was about to say, like, that makes literally no sense. Why I haven't found Aaron Nesmith yet. I didn't realize he was hurt for that long, though. Like, can I break down the best ball screen navigators and permanent isolation guys? Yeah, we can look that up. Aaron Nesmith. I mean, he's back. He played in their most recent game against Portland. So he basically just got back. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. He just recently got back. He had 13.7. He had a really good game against Utah a few games back. Is he in their starting five when they're healthy? Well, Miles Turner didn't play, and no, he's not. They're starting Benedict Mathurin. Okay. So they're starting Benedict Mathurin. Miles Turner didn't play in the game I'm kind of referring to. All right, now that we have him back, is Williams healthy? Mark Williams? Yeah, he's healthy now. He's healthy now. That's actually better than I thought. All right, so now that we know, best screen navigators in the league. Cason Wallace, this year Lou Dort. All right, some of these guys we can like bump back up a little bit. We don't need to see some of those names. Cason Wallace, Isaac, Lou Dort, Dalen Terry's having a good year. Last year he was a really good defender. Alex Caruso, Christian Brown. Christian Brown's such a good defender. Haywood Highsmith. Those are some of the better. Gabe Vincent, shout out Gabe. Gabe's having he's kind of turned it around a little bit. Max Christie, such a good player. Damn. Dyson Daniels, best perimeter isolation defender in the league. Then it's Tumani Kamara, really good player. Lou Dort, amongst other names. Let's refresh Twitter here. Refresh Twitter. Let's see, like, do we have any like new intel? Shams, no. I don't know what. I really just don't know what Atlanta's doing with Trey. Not sure what they're doing with Trey Young. The Hawks is hilarious for that trade up to asking the Lakers for first rounders, allegedly. Yeah. Define heartbreak. Oyeke Kongwu says define heartbreak as his reaction to the DeAndre Hunter trade. And then the Bogey trade, too. Yeah, just a really weird deadline. Really weird deadline. And honestly, I think you try to trade Trey in the summer. I think that's what you do in the summer. We are less than 30 minutes away now from the official deadline. Guys, it's been fun. Let's get one more like spike. Come on, one more like spike, guys, for all the people still in here. Fire off. Do you think the Lakers are able to get a final move done? Trade to Miami could be nice. I'm game. Trae Young could be nice. The depth for Miami, they have a lot of depth now. Aaron Nesmith is the dream. It's the dream, bro. And honestly, I've kind of just like talked myself into it to the point where I don't think it's going to happen. Yes, that is me trying to pull reverse jinx. What move would I want? Aaron Nesmith, Ayo Dosunmu. I'm content. I think if they were to like kind of stay put at this point. But I mean, I really want Ayo. I really want Ayo. Or Aaron Nesmith. Those are the two guys. Those are the two guys. Rob Pelinka. So my guy Ricky, Mr. Ricky Spanish on Twitter said Rob got a buzzer beater heat check in him with half an hour to go. That'd be clutch. The fact that Atlanta had to send first like multiple second round picks in the deal too also made no sense. It didn't make a lot of sense. Young star Terrence Mann. Do I watch the W at all? I watch it. I do. I probably don't watch it as much as I should, but I do watch it. Let's see. Warriors are the only realistic trading spot for Vucevic at this point. I mean, what are you going to give them? Bulls have 6 point guards. That's what I'm saying. Is Sean a Mavs fan now that they have Christie? No. Too far. I will definitely support Max from afar, though. Again, one of my favorite guys in recent memory. Golden State's so cooked. They're old as hell, dude. Old as hell. Lakers need to get some second draft capital for future moves. They seem to be the new currency of choice in trades. Yeah, it's a fair point. Come on. I at the very least want one more trade. Give me one more. A Lakers trade would be nice, but give me one more trade for the stream. For the stream, give me one more. Remember when the Lakers were being fun of for being old? Fun times how the tables have turned. Yeah, they went all in while also, like, for the most part, maintaining their youth. They traded Dalton Knecht, but they're still young. This is a really young team still. One Ayo or Nesmith, if I had to choose, I'm going Nesmith probably. I'm going Nesmith. I'm really high on Nesmith. Go to my guy Mama mentality. Laker vibes. One more. Come on. Do we have one more in us, Rob? How about Sadiq Bey? Isn't he hurt? Am I making that up? We have the biannual next season, right? I haven't even been able to look at that. I think they do. To my understanding, I think they have the biannual open. No more shooters. Luka's taking Austin Reeves spot. No more Max. Don't connect. I want Ochai. not the offense, not a great offensive player, but Ochai the defender is fun. Ochai is a fun defensive player. Do I like Chris Duarte? Not really. I think Chris Duarte is a guy that, in theory, makes some sense, but you know. Did I see the block he had on Brunson? Nasty. Ochai, I did not see that. But again, Ochai is a really good defensive player. He's a really, really good defensive player. Shams tweet. Insignificant ass Hawks trade. The Atlanta Hawks are trading Cody Zeller and Houston's 2028 second round pick to the Rockets for what? Is this like looped into one of the deals? Remember, we saw something earlier along the lines of them potentially having a third team in one of the deals so that they can get under the apron. That's so mid. Per Ian Begley, the Orlando Magic contacted the Bulls about Kobe White's availability. That's what I'm saying. How do the Bulls? I think the Bulls make a trade again for one of these other guards. It's a lot of guards here, bro. Io, Kobe. I don't know what they're playing this with Giddey. You just extended Lonzo. Like, no, I do not get carded. I think they do something, bro. I still think they do something. Capella needs to be traded. Bulls running a 5-guard lineup. That'd be great. Hold on. They are. Brian Windhorst says on ESPN, they are excellent at talent acquisition. They are not good at team building. That's what people in the league are saying about Phoenix. They're good at getting the guys in the building. They're not good at actually putting a functional team together. Let's see. Bobby Marks. Yeah. Reeves, Dodo, Luka, LeBron, Mark Williams. Duarte is better than Shake Milton at least, but I go for a Craig buyout. Yeah. Gabe and Christian Wood plus 25 second, plus 28 swap to Chicago for Io and Javon Carter. Bulls save some money. That's probably about the deal you're looking for. Although I'm really, really trying to see if I could just get Io straight up for Kleba, and then you just attach whatever capital you have left. 18 minutes remaining, guys. $18 minutes left. Come on, Rob. Dennis Schroeder probably isn't happening. I don't think Dennis isn't going to happen for the Lakers. Let's see. I don't think Maxi Kleba will be dealt, to be honest. That's fine. I think again, I'm content. I'm content with it for the most part because you'll get him. You'll get Maxi back. You'll get Maxi Kleba back. And when Maxi Kleba gets back, he's going to be a guy that I think can play in your rotation in the playoffs. I think Maxi's going to be a big time piece for your playoff rotation. if he's able to get back and get healthy in time. Does Maxey play defense? Yeah. Dennis Schroeder to the Pistons? Is that legit? Haven't seen that yet. Haven't seen Dennis to the Pistons yet. We'll Oh, wait, no. Chris Haynes, yeah. Chris Haynes is being rerouted to the Detroit Pistons as a part of the as part of the Jimmy Butler deal. Sources tell Chris Haynes. Somebody said that Dennis getting passed around like a blunt. Jeez. So okay. Dennis landing in Detroit. I mean, that provides him another ball handler, and I actually do like that for Detroit because I think Detroit does need another ball handler. So okay, I can kind of get with that. I do think at this point, I think at this point, I think the Lakers are done. I think they're done, maybe low key. 15 minutes left. Haven't really heard anything else. Isaiah Livers to the Lakers. If they don't do anything in the next 10 minutes, I think they are done for sure. Yeah, I think so too. Bob Myers said on ESPN that Memphis tried to trade for Kevin Durant and Katie said no. I'd have to see the video. Detroit is acquiring. Okay, so Shams makes it official on the Dennis trade. Shams makes it official. Trying to see if we get any last minute. See if you get any last minute deadline deals. 10 minutes, 13 minutes away. Come on, give me one more. One more deal that actually means something. One more deal that actually means something. Gabe, yeah, I think we talked about this. Gabe plus Christian Wood plus 2025 second, 26 swap for Io and Javon Carter. Yeah, again, that's about the deal I think it would take. Let me see. Come on. Aaron Neesmith. Chat. Come on, Aaron Neesmith. Aaron Neesmith. Come on. At the end of the day, if this is it, Rob Pelinka, good job. Rob Pelinka, good job. Any trans trade being moved is the deadline surprise this year. I think Luka is the deadline surprise. I think you already had it. Come on, Rob. $11 minutes to go. The Hawks are trading everybody, LOL. Yeah. I am just like spamming my phone refresh button. Okay, yeah, the Grizzlies did make a call on KD. That is legit. Wow. What is everybody's like obsession with turning down Memphis? Like what is the obsession? Like they have the guys to get it done too. I don't think the city matters. Or not enough to be like a good excuse. And then respectfully, KD does have a no trade clause, so I don't care if I'm Phoenix. You gotta do the right thing for the team. I don't know, man. Somebody said Josh supports gun violence, a big no-no. All right. Come on, at the buzzer. At the buzzer. One more. Living in Memphis has you begging for Detroit. Super chat right here. Living for Memphis has you begging for Detroit. Okay. At the I get where you're coming from there. 9 minutes left. Rob. Rob at the buzzer. Come on, man. Hold on. Nobody likes Ja. Terrence Mann for the Lakers? No, I don't think that makes a lot of sense. Last second heat for Rob Pelinka. Come on. Reggie Jackson waived. Yeah, I saw that. Somebody on Twitter said we just need a 2 that can defend and hit an open 3. That's literally Aaron Nesmith, guys. Come on. It's gonna be KJ Martin, Josh Richardson, and a 2028 second round pick from Detroit to Utah. That's per Jake Fisher. So that is the deal. That's that's the Dennis trade. Any final deals being made. If there are no final deals being made, then Lakers did just make a post about tonight's game. If there are no more deals, then I will at 3:00. I'm gonna head out. We'll get this video posted, and then hopefully we'll be able to have a film breakdown tomorrow on Mark Williams. That's the hope. I like how Sean seems to have no bias or hidden agendas towards players. I appreciate it. Messages were done. I think I think they're done. I think they're done. I do think they're done. Trey Maxey for KJ Martin and Ricky Council. Honestly, no. I would just like keep Maxey and wait for him to get back healthy. And then even if he comes back healthy and isn't a good player, you have his expiring contract in the summer to use. Which is honestly, I think the rationale for the Lakers. I think the Lakers are going to use that as their method of thinking. Yeah, okay. So Reggie Jackson is waived officially. Come on. Don't let that be the last thing I read. Don't let a Reggie Jackson wave report be the last thing I see. Come on. That can't be the last thing I see. It can't be the last thing I see. Max would be fine for the playoffs? Yeah. Come on, one more move, league. Torrey Craig would be the guy. Dog, every time I see a Sham suite, my heart drops. Any update on Christian Wood? The only update is we have no update. Oh boy, we got one. Marcus Smart to the Wizards. They're sending Marcus Smart and a first round pick to the Wizards. Huh. Okay. Did they have to trade a first for Marcus Smart? Like, who are they getting back? Is it just the second round? Is it just the second round picks? Because like Marcus Smart has like regressed, but he hasn't. Marcus Smart isn't attached first round pick to get a deal done. Regressed. I don't know. They're sending to G League basically. Like we need an update. The Clippers are trading Kevin Porter Jr. to the Bucks for Marshawn Beauchamp. Okay. It's pretty random. It's a pretty random deal. I'm sure it has some cap or tax implications. Thank you, Anthony, in the chat. Let's get one more like spike here, guys. If you're new, just now hopping in, we are almost at 500 likes on the stream. Come on. One more. One more deal. One more deal at the buzzer. 3 minutes left. And you kind of have to like wait a couple minutes after the fact because as long as you have like it's like as long as you have the league on the line, you're good. So you can kind of extend it a few minutes after the deadline. I didn't even notice this, but the Knicks definitely traded Jericho Sims. I wonder why. If we don't do anything, who is the POA defender? It's Gabe, and then I would expect a role switch for Vando. We've seen Vando utilized as a helper. I would expect them to kind of use Vando more in on-ball scenarios now. Ben Simmons is the name to watch in the buyout market, says Bobby Marks. Last 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Come on, Rob. At the buzzer. At the buzzer, Rob Pelinka. Literally at the buzzer. Final minute. PS5 or Xbox? PS5. Can Rob J. Pelinka, I think that's his middle name. You got one more in you. We're going to wait a few minutes to make sure that nothing happens. Yeah, you can't get anyone over that's made over the PLE, over the mid-level exception. Can't get anybody on the buyout market. So no Dennis if he were to get bought out or anybody above that, basically. Come on. It is 3:00. Now, like I said, you do have to give him a little bit of a buffer. Got to give him a little bit of a buffer. To make sure that nothing happened. Thoughts on Lakers contacting Pistons for Duren? I think. What are you saying wow for, Mamba? Mamba, what are you saying wow for? I'm scared. And then Mama has responded in the chat. What do you say wow for? What are we saying wow for? Huh? Okay, now multiple people are saying OMG. Is it Lakers? If it's Lakers, don't spoil it. I haven't seen it yet. The Kings are getting Jake LaRavia from Memphis. What is Memphis doing? What is Memphis doing? The Pacers are trading James Wiseman and cash to the Raptors. Okay. Hold on. That's one deal. That's one deal that was made at the buzzer. Hold on. Hold on. That's one deal. Do we have, room for another buzzer beater? There's clearly something that Memphis is doing at the very least. And now my phone doesn't want to reload. I think I broke Twitter. Yeah, I think the deal is probably done. Okay, so the Kings are sending a 2028 second rounder plus Kobe Jones and Alex Len to get Jake LaRavia. What? Okay. Wait, but what's the multi-team trade for Marcus Smart? That never got answered. Like, What is going on? Golden State done, yeah. So I think Miles Turner survived. All right, so looks like we are done. Looks like we're done. Unless still scrambling. All right. I think we're good to go. Sham's probably going to get some much needed sleep. Guys, thanks so much for a very successful live stream. Hope you all enjoyed it. Mark Williams' video will drop in like an hour, and then I'll have a film breakdown hopefully out for you guys tomorrow. Yeah, appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, Go Lake Show. Peace out.